Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be making this video because today is my last day of college classes ever. So next week I have finals and then I am done and I'm all graduated and it's crazy and I can't believe it. And so this is a super exciting video. I feel like I'm finally qualified to make this. So let's get right into it. This is the only advice you will need about college. So starting off strong, we're gonna go straight into it. I remember when I was a freshman, picking a college major was so stressful. And I know that your parents are telling you that the major they're saying is right, and then a million other people are telling you that the major that you're saying is right, okay? And you guys need to listen to me on this one. If you are thinking in your head, I want to do this, whatever it is that you're thinking, say you're thinking, I want to do psychology, do it, okay? Don't let anyone talk you out of it, okay? Because I was talked out of so many things, and then I made those decisions later in college. And in the beginning of college, I thought of them, but somebody talked me out of them, okay? So if you are thinking something, your subconscious wants to do it, so do it. One of the major things for me was I graduated college early, okay? I graduated a whole year early. So I'm 20 right now, and I was supposed to be in the class of 2025, but I'm in the class of 2024 now. So that's a whole two semesters of college that I'm obviously not doing. I can't even tell you the number of people that tried to talk me out of that. And you might be thinking, like, why would they try to talk you out of that? And a million reasons, okay? I remember when I went to my advisor, when I first thought of doing that, when I was like, I want to graduate early, she literally was like, made a whole guideline for me of all the classes I would have to take. And it took her a long time to do it. And she sat down with me in her office and she was like, Summer, if you do this, the next 4 semesters of your life are going to be so hard. She's like, you're going to have no free time. Your classes are going to be so hard. You're going to have so much work. You're not going to be able to be involved in anything. You know, you're not going to get your senior year. Your senior year is so fun. What about studying abroad? What about this? What about that? And I was like, oh my God, I am crazy. You are so right. Like, what was I thinking? You're so right. I'm not doing this. And so I went through a whole semester of college. So this was my first semester of sophomore year now. And as I was doing this semester of college is hard, okay? Let me preface that. I know you see in TikToks and like YouTube videos, college is fun. Yes, people go out, people have fun, people make friends, but the work is hard, okay? It's not easy. And so I was going through my first semester of sophomore year and I was like, oh my God, I can't do this for 2 more years. I can't do this for 2.5 more years. I need to graduate a year early. This is so hard. And this is what was going through my head. It's not that bad. I'm just being dramatic. I am dramatic. But I was like, you know what? I would rather work my like booty off for the next 3 semesters than have to do this for 5 more semesters. And in my head, that was so logical and it made so much sense. I was like, I'll be graduating a whole year early. Like, I'll be a whole year ahead in life. I will be able to do this, I'll be able to do that. And I have so many options then. Like, I'll graduate and only be 20, and then I'll be able to, like, do whatever I want. I literally emailed her again, and I was like, I'm graduating early. I made up my mind. I know I told you I wasn't going to do it, but now I am. And I changed my mind. But again, at first, I was talked out of it. And I was talked out of it for a whole, like, 7 months before I made the decision to actually do it. So if you're thinking something in your head, your subconscious wants to do it, and you should listen to yourself, okay? The next major piece of advice I have, this is like so important, is when you are making friends, make friends with people that like to do the things that you like to do. This goes with everything, okay? If you are looking to date a man, right? If you're looking for a boyfriend, why would you go to a bar if you hate going to bars to meet the love of your life? Why would the love of your life be at a bar? Like, that makes so much sense, right? Why would the love of your life be at a bar if you don't even like bars? So it's the same thing with friends. If you're making friends and they all want to go out, don't try to mold into someone that you're not. I really was guilty of this. My whole first semester of freshman year, I tried like so hard to like love going out. And I think a major reason why I really didn't like it was when I was in high school, my parents were very lenient. And I was basically like allowed to do whatever I wanted. I went to parties all the time. Like, that wasn't something that I wasn't allowed to do. But when you get to college, there's a lot of people that had very strict parents in high school and they really didn't have a lot of freedom, really didn't have a lot of abilities to do all those things. So when they get to college, this is their first time in that freedom, if you know what I mean. So people go wild. And I was kind of over it. Like I was already like in my grandma stage, literally my freshman year. Also, my classes were so hard freshman year. So I was like, I don't have time to go out and then be so tired like the next day. Like I felt like literally like I was a grandma. But so I didn't like going out, but I went out all the time because that's what my friends liked doing. And I felt like I had to go out because I had to like make friends, you know what I mean? And that was a mistake because you should not feel a need to do things that you don't like to do to make friends. And in my shoes, it was like I would literally like be out with them, and every second that I was out, I would just like literally want to go home. So it's like, why would you do that to yourself? Exactly. Make friends that enjoy doing things that you like to do. Personally, I like love going to the gym, and I've loved going to the gym all of college. I love yoga, like I love all things like that. I'm very much a morning person, not a night person. And so make friends that like doing things that you like to do and be that way from the beginning. Like you don't need to be friends with everyone. I feel like when you are coming to college, you know, you're super nice to everyone and you try to be friends with everyone because everyone's in the same shoes. You just came from all these different places and you're trying to make friends. And that is so great. But as you get further into college, don't feel like you need to be friends with everyone, you know, like hang out with the people that you like hang out with and then be friendly with everyone else. Like not everyone is going to be your best friend, and like that is okay. So next things next, when you're in college, this is your first time being alone, like adulting. Maybe you're living by yourself. I know personally, I lived completely by myself my sophomore and junior year because I was a resident assistant. A lot of people don't live like that though. Most people live in an apartment with roommates. But so I lived by myself, and a lot of times there would be like, I would be completely alone, right? And you just need to be so aware of your surroundings. A lot of colleges are not the safest cities. I didn't think about this too much in high school, but when I came to college, I became like so aware of my surroundings, okay? Not everyone is your friend. Not everyone has your best intentions at heart. And so when you are out, like, and you're getting drinks, watch your drinks like a hawk. When I was a freshman, I think every single one of my friends got roofied. I'm not even kidding. And it was like so scary. And that is so real. Like that happens when you go to a school that's like in a big city. I'm not saying this to scare you, but just be aware of your surroundings. Like don't be stupid. Ask the Uber, like who's it for? Make sure they say your name. Don't be like, oh, is this for summer? No, like make them say your name first. Watch your drink. Literally don't take your eyes off it for 2 seconds. You know, there's that video of that girl that literally like someone's pouring a roofie in her drink in the background of a video. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that literally has happened. And, you know, when you're walking on the street at night, even if you're with your friends, like constantly look over your shoulder, have your phone, have a portable charger with you. Like there's so many things. Have a pepper spray. Just be aware, especially if you're a young girl. Think in your head first, like this person probably doesn't have my best intention at heart. Don't go home with strange boys that you just met. Like I always think this whenever I would like be out at places and my friends would want to go home with like boys that were supposedly like from another school. Like for all you know, they could, you know, not have the best intentions. So, you know, just be cautious, be careful. Next thing is clothes. So literally what I did before I was coming to school was I looked up my school's like Instagram and their like location, and I would just like scroll through pictures and see what people would wear. And my school I go to Loyola, and it's very preppy, I'm not gonna lie. Like people dress up to classes, but most people do not do that. Like at most schools, people wear like t-shirts and like Sophie shorts to class. So usually like people dress down for class at schools, get a lot of clothes off of like cheap websites. When I was coming to college, I got so much clothes off of Shein because if you are in a dorm, the laundry machines are oftentimes not great. They might ruin your clothes. I would buy clothes that I knew would only last me kind of like a year. And they did, because the laundry machine ruined. I learned this the hard way. I brought a lot of nice, expensive clothes to school, and my laundry machine at school ruined a lot of them. So if you have like nice things, I don't recommend washing and drying them in your school's laundry machine. I really don't. I would recommend buying clothes off like Shein or just like cheap clothes like Amazon, whatever, and, you know, being fine with the fact that if they got ruined, like that would be okay. Shoes, a lot of times your shoes are gonna get ruined. Like, just, don't pack super nice clothes. I really like wouldn't recommend that. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, nobody cares. No one's gonna care if your dress was $10 or if it was $100. Next things next, scholarships and saving money. College is expensive, and if you're 18 right now and you're watching this video, you're probably not thinking too much about like, the debt that you're going to have after school. And so I know that college decision day is like literally May 1st, and this video I'm filming it on April 25th. So if you've already picked a school, that is amazing. I'm so proud of you. But if you're still deciding in these next few days, be so cautious about money. I'm telling you, it is not worth it to go out of school with debt. All the TikToks that are like glamorizing, oh, like Miami, but I'm gonna be $200,000 in debt. They don't even realize how much money that is, okay? You don't realize how much money that is. Pick a school that you're getting the most money for. Apply to private schools. Private schools give more money. When I was applying to college, I applied to a bunch of schools, but 3 of them were private, and those 3 private schools gave me the most money, and those are the schools that I was deciding between when I was choosing a college, and that ultimately only helped me in the long run because that makes you not have debt at the end of school, which is, you should be so grateful for, especially right now. The job market is so bad. I know so many people that are literally graduating with no job. So, just be cautious about money. Scholarships. Apply to every single scholarship you can, okay? If your high school offers scholarships, apply to all of them. When I was a senior in college, I applied to 21 scholarships at my high school, okay? 21. I wrote 21 essays, and guess what? I won 8. I won 8 of them. That's like what, like 33%? That's not right math, but that's in the 30% range. And I paid for my whole first semester of college with that money that I won from those scholarships. That's crazy. That was literally like, I wrote 8 essays that won me however much money that paid for my first semester. I don't even know. But my high school, I was lucky enough where they offered that, and it was amazing. You don't realize how much money it is, like, when you're in the moment, but just trust me, apply to every single scholarship that you possibly can think of. Okay, the next one is all the hard classes that you're going to have in college, do not take them in person. Do not take them at your school. Take them online. Like, if you have the option to take them at a community college and transfer the credits, that is what you should be doing. Do not take them in person. I made this mistake, and now, like I said before, I'm a resident assistant. I tell all my residents to do this. At my school, you have to take a language requirement because I go to a liberal arts school, so you have to take a bunch of random requirements. One of them was Spanish. I had to take Spanish 104. It was the hardest class I've ever taken in my entire life. It was brutal. I spent like so many hours on this class, and it was so not worth it, and I would have taken it online if I could do it all over again. So go through your schedule. Try to talk to an upperclassman. Upperclassmen are a lot of times willing to help you. At my school, I know we have this program called Evergreens, and they're basically like a student that's a mentor in the grade above. See if your college has any sort of program like that where you could talk to someone that's willing to help you, and ask them what are the hardest classes at your school, because there's going to be ones that everyone knows are so hard, and then those classes, don't schedule them in person. Take them over the summer. I know at my school you could take 1 class over winter and 2 classes over summer from another school that transfer. That's what I did also to graduate early. Going off of that, picking a good schedule, okay? Your schedule is going to make or break you. If you're not a morning person, do not take an 8 a.m. 8 a.m.s are hard to get up for. I'm a morning person, and 8 a.m.s are early. Like, they're early for me. So, people are going to tell you to take later classes. If you fall in that range where you hate waking up early, like, don't take an 8 a.m. I'm telling you, 50% of my class misses 8 a.m. So keep that in mind. And also, don't schedule classes every day. If you have the option to take class twice a week, do it twice a week. All of college, besides my first semester, because the first semester you get assigned classes at my school, every single semester I only took classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And sometimes I'd have like a night class on Wednesdays, but aside from that, I literally only had class Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yes, I had a 4-day weekend all of college. It was amazing. It was so nice. I would basically leave like all the time. I would travel a lot. Like, it was just really nice. It was such a blessing. So definitely do that if you can. At least have Fridays off. I looked through the course catalog, and at my school at least, the same classes are like every year, and I planned my schedule literally like freshman year. So I knew all the classes I was going to take all the years, and you probably have an advisor that could help you with this, and talk to your advisor. They're a huge help. If you are a freshman, this piece of advice is for you. First semester of freshman year, view everybody you meet as a friend. I mean this with boys or whoever you like. Do not view them as someone that, oh my God, I could fall in love with him. Like, he could be my future husband. Don't view him that way, okay? If you meet someone, just view them like this person could be like my best friend. Because, like, don't hook up with people. Like, if it's so much better to just see if that person's going to be your friend than to possibly ruin a really great friendship because you just wanted to hook up with him. A lot of times when you hook up with someone, you know, they won't be your friend after that. You don't want to ruin a possibly great friendship over that. That is it for this video today. Let me know if you loved it or what else you want to see. I hope you guys all have the most beautiful rest of your day. Subscribe, like this video, comment. Tell me any advice you have for people in the comments because I love to listen and hear it, and I love to give other people the advice that you guys have. So I love you all. I hope you have the most amazing days. Follow my TikTok and Instagram for more.